just show you all around. We've got lots of things to do and see, and good times are all free. Open up your eyes, take a glance up at the skies. Orion's belt has never felt so close until tonight, tonight, tonight. Orion's belt will make you melt tonight. There's so much you haven't seen. Just look up from your screen, and you say to me that there's nothing here to see. You haven't even passed your front door. I say to you, there are a million things to do. Only the boring get bored. Only the boring get bored. Cruising made on planes, sleeping inside little caves. When the morning comes, we're not quite done, we'll watch the sheep parade. Summer's feeling fine, swimming in the old iron mine. Rolling tires, feeling higher than the rooftops that we climb, we climb, we climb. We'll climb so high that rules do not apply. There's so much you haven't seen. Just look up from your screen, and you say to me that there's nothing here to see. You haven't even passed your front door. I say to you, there are a million things to do. Only the boring get bored. Only the boring get bored. Only the boring get bored. There's nothing here to see. You haven't even passed your front door. And I say to you, there are a million things to do. Only the boring get bored. Never bored. Only the boring get bored. Boring get bored. Never gonna be bored. Only the boring get bored. I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time, but darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her home. I found love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand. Be my girl, I'll be your man. I see my future in your eyes. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. I have faith in what I see. Now I know I have met an angel in person. She looks perfect. I don't deserve this. You look perfect tonight. Whoa, I don't know what to say, 'cause every time I call you, you just run away. Whoa, you don't know how it feels to have something real furry rubbing on your heels. 'Cause you are a cat, and if I could, I really would buy you your own top hat. You are a feline, and when everybody else is gone, we'll cuddle and have a good time. Treat you well.
All right. Good day. Welcome to Wednesday, everybody. We are going to have some fun tonight. If you saw the promo, and you probably did, you know we have the Naked Waiters on with us tonight. So that is an awesome treat. If by chance you're not familiar with the Naked Waiters, three guys, so it's a trio. Heavy on harmonies. You'll be amazed at, you just were listening to them in the countdown, so you'll just be amazed at the harmonies, but also they sing fun stuff, just real talented on the instruments. They've got a bass guitar and then a couple ukes, so just great guys. They were at T-Bug. I had the chance to meet them when they performed and instructed at T-Bug this year. So with all that said, they are on YouTube, they are on Instagram, they're on Spotify, Apple Music, they're just all over. I would just warn you, be careful if you go to search for them, because when you do internet searches and you type in Naked Waiters, you just don't know what you get. Have you ever done that? You get some pretty bizarre stuff. So when you search for the Naked Waiters online, I would say search for Naked Waiters Ukulele, Naked Waiters Band, Naked Waiters something, not just Naked Waiters, because you're likely to get actual Naked Waiters and not these Naked Waiters. So just a warning. I speak from experience. Anyway, with all that said, let me get this ready here. With all that said, welcome to the Naked Waiters. Hey guys.
Hello.
How you doing?
Doing all right, man.
So you guys are in Provo, Utah.
Yes, sir.
How's the temperature right now in Provo?
It's pretty cold. It's been one of the more mild winters that we've had here, though. We've lived here for several years, and it's usually freakishly cold in January, but it's been okay. It's been a light sweater type of day today.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
that's good. I'm Florida, so we're at 75 today. So
See out our window?
it's pretty warm. So, real question. So, we're going to do a number of things tonight. You are. But a question, and I had, because I didn't know this. Did you guys, were you friends that became musicians, or were you musicians that became friends? How did you come together as a group?
Wow. Kind of both, honestly. I was a choir and band nerd in middle school, high school, and Andy and I went to high school together. So we met in high school, and we were actually in a rock band together. And he played guitar and I played bass in that rock band. And then we met Clark at like a party at our house once. He showed up, and we clicked through music taste and like Super Smash Bros. That was kind of like how that first night ended. It was like, oh, nice, I met a cool guy, and he has good music taste, and he can destroy me in Smash. So after that, we started jamming together, and then we've kind of developed, I think, a bit as a group and as musicians, way more in the last 6 years than I feel like we probably have in the previous 6 years.
Super Smash Brothers is a Nintendo game.
Yep. I'm old, but yes, I knew that.
It's just a fun fighting game that we still love playing. But yeah, it was. I met these guys in college, and they were in a band, and I started tagging along and playing uke, and then we wrote one song together, and then we started playing at the farmer's market, and then after that, we just decided to make it a thing.
So but together as a group, how long?
6 years.
6 years. All right.
Yeah, almost 6.5, actually.
Okay, great. Well, let's see. What would you like to do first? I know we have a few things, but I'm flexible on the order, so we'll leave that up to you.
Cool. Well, I think we want to start with some strum-alongs. We'll do the cat song first.
Okay. Let me switch over to this. Okay. So the cat song was playing during the countdown. So they heard the cat song already, which is kind of a funny song. Not kind of, that's a really funny song.
It's the first song that I ever wrote, and I didn't really have much to write about, but it's a common thing that we talk about. We have like a songwriting workshop, and it's a common one we'll talk about because it's a lesson we like to teach that you can write a song about anything. It doesn't have to be serious. You don't have to be extremely poetic or emotional to write a song. It can be any type of thing. You know, a lot of people feel intimidated about writing songs when You can write a song about your cat and people.
This here, let me see here. Well, I'll just play it on this. For those strumming at home, we just kind of wanted to teach you the strumming pattern that we have.
Yeah, we'll start with that.
And it goes like this. So you're just doing a little bit of chunking, and you're hitting that on the one and the two and. Those are like your two main hits. 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, 2, and. Yep. And they're it's a little bit swung. This song's got a little bit of a swing feel. But it's pretty self-explanatory. There's only really 5 chords, and they're pretty easy. So you can follow along if you want. You heard it in that lead up right there. So hopefully you know the melody, and we're just gonna get right into it.
Yeah. I also wanted to start off by showing a little bit something. If you can play a C this way, a lot of times people will play C like this and just keep the hand right here. But if you want to stop the strings, you can move your index finger, play C with the index finger, and then stop the strings really, really quickly like that. And it's a technique that I use when I play this song, just so I can get that first hit of the strum really fast. So it's. So I'm always stopping it with the fingers here. Anyways, here we go.
Very cool. Very cool.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Two moonlights we meeting, two moonlights we meeting, ba ba ba, ska ba ba ba, boots to why now, whoa, I don't know what to say, 'cause every time I call you, you just run away, whoa, you don't know how it feels to have something real furry rubbing on your heels, 'cause you are a cat, and if I could I really would buy you your own top hat. You are a feline, and when everybody else is gone, we gotta then have a good time. I'll open this can, just don't get antsy. You think that I don't treat you well? Think again, this feast is fancy. You chase a laser up a wall, but when I come home with good news, you don't care at all. You think you hell for all the bedroom hard trip off a bag of cat. Because you are a cat, and if I could, I really would buy you your own top hat. You are a feline, and when everybody else is gone, gotta then have a good time.
Yeah, I love that. That was awesome, guys.
Hey, thank you very much.
Really awesome. I don't know. You're probably not looking at the comments right now, but a lot of comments, a lot of hearts on Facebook are coming through right now. So
Looking, we have it up here on the phone so that we can.
very cool. Good, good.
And then I think we want to just jump right into the next strum along, if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Drop Baby Drop is like a Hawaiian song. It's a really fun song. and it's only 4 chords. First one is A, and then you'll bar your finger on the 4th fret. Yep. And then you'll bar your finger on the 2nd fret. And then you'll play an E7. I would play them.
So those chords are pretty easy to figure out. It's really fun. Another thing that you can do in this song that's fun is play alternate chords if you're not super familiar with like alternate shapes of chords. Instead of playing A down here, you can play like a G shape up here. Or you can play like a D shape up here. And you do 3 or 4 different shapes for every chord on the uke. And it's always fun to switch up the energy and change up the sound a little bit just by playing a different octave.
Good tip.
But yeah, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Drop all your love on me, drop, baby, drop. Drop, 'cause I'm hungry, drop, baby, drop. Drop all your love on me, drop, baby, drop. Drop, 'cause I'm hungry. My nights would be so lonely, and you choose to go. I live just like a zombie, and you love to show. I want you to drop, baby, drop. Drop all your love on me, drop, baby, drop. Drop, 'cause I'm hungry, drop, baby, drop. Drop all your love on me, drop, baby, drop. Drop, 'cause I'm hungry. Drop all your love on me, drop, baby, drop. Drop, 'cause I'm hungry, drop, baby, drop. Drop all your love on me, drop, baby, drop. Get real close. Drop, 'cause I'm hungry.
This is fun, guys. It's fun, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, so I noticed when I was looking at the YouTube videos, just prepping for this, and I was watching a lot of your stuff, I've seen a lot of changes in hairstyle.
Yeah.
And I found something actually kind of funny. So let me switch over to this real quick. Guess Greg and Lex, this one here. So there's a website where if you're looking to book a band, this is real. This is not manufactured. There's a website if you're looking to book a band. You can look up bands, and obviously you're on here. So if you're looking to book an event in your area, you can find you. I thought this was kind of funny though. So the overview of the Naked Waiters, 3-part harmonizing ukulele-focused trio, based in Provo, yes. We're characterized by impressive ukulele guitar, yes, and nice hair. It actually says that, so I'm not sure if you were aware that existed, but someone's out there promoting your music and your nice hair. So
Yeah, I think that could have been Andy, honestly.
It might have been added by us as kind of a joke. But
yeah.
But
So
it
it made me think, if you guys, I know you're set, right? You've got your thing, right? You've got the three of you. You've got your harmonizing. You're already working on that. But I just thought if you ever think about expanding, to a broader band, maybe a fourth member, I'm not sure if that's a possibility, but just a thought, right? I don't want to lead you in any way, but that fourth guy could really bring, if you're looking for I'm just kidding around. If you're looking for a little older, a little less hair, and a little less talent, consider me.
That's the shirt that you're wearing right now as well.
That is the shirt.
Nice.
I always wear this. No, I did that. My Photoshop skills are pretty poor, but
I love it.
all right. That does.
You did that.
Will you actually send us that photo? I'd love to have it and post it.
I will gladly send that. It's and it's the perfect tone, right? I mean, you can barely tell, right? I'm joking. It's pretty bad Photoshop effect. All right.
They're in Vegas with us.
Oh, sorry about that. My phone was just ringing. I thought I turned that off. Ringing on my iPad. Sorry about that. Okay, yes, I will send that to you, Kim.
That photo was actually taken earlier this year when we auditioned for America's Got Talent.
Oh, really? Okay. Where was it? Where were you at?
Vegas.
Oh, in Vegas. Okay.
Yeah,
Really
so it
cool.
was last year, actually. I forgot that the new year just happened.
Really cool. Okay, let's go back to that. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we almost made it onto TV. This America's Got Talent, or this most previous America's Got Talent season, we played on stage for Simon and everybody, and they gave us
Oh, wow.
but they decided not to put us on TV.
Ah. Hey, well, next time.
Yeah,
Next time.
Next time. I mean, you guys should. You guys should be. One thing I saw too on YouTube was your Grace Vanderwall cover,
Yeah.
and the number of hits that got.
yeah.
It's like over 700,000 hits. So
Yeah,
what's
I
that like?
Lucky timing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
We had just heard the song and we were like, hey, you know what? This is not that complicated of a song. It's something we could learn in 20 minutes if we need to. And so we did, and we just arranged it for ourselves and had a buddy film us and record us. And then that's easily the most exposure, I guess, we've gotten on any platform.
Yeah, that's huge.
That video.
yeah, so what happened is, like, she ended up winning the whole show, and on the very last episode for her finale, they showed a montage of everyone that covered her song. And so we were included in that montage, and so a lot of people on TV saw us and, like, decided to find which video it was. So we just
Wow.
got all of those hits in like a week. It was just a really hot few days because it had just gone on TV. So it was crazy for us, but
Wow.
trying to catch another wave like that.
Yeah. Dude, that's very cool. Really cool.
Yeah, it was great. It was, and it's something Andy decided to do. She got the golden buzzer, so it was kind of a viral thing at the time, and he thought it would be a good idea to arrange it, and it turned out to be like one of our best ideas
Wow.
ever.
Wow. Awesome.
There's just enough people at work talking about it. Oh, did you see that 12-year-old girl? She was on American Talent. I just heard that one.
That's how it's serious. It's when it invades the workspace.
Yeah.
Well, that is really, really cool. All right. So what do you got next? I know you got some.
Well, we just want to teach a few things. Like, we don't have anything rigid that we want to teach, but
Yep.
we all have our own style of playing, and like I had our own style of learning how to play. So we kind of just want to share like a tip each I guess I can start on the song we just did, Drop Baby Drop. There's a lot of bar chords, and stopping that with your fingers, just taking the pressure off of a bar chord is like really important when you want to play like a reggae song or just a short strum, you know. So that ends up becoming, you can play any chord as a bar chord with all your fingers, alternate. So that's an important thing I wanted to mention. But with taking your fingers off of the strings, it can just make a huge difference. You just want to play and release the pressure, but keep your fingers on the strings still. Just release pressure and don't be pushing down anymore. So you can get a quick sound like this. Just like that. But it's just a simple thing, you know, but it's really been a game changer for me, like, especially being a rhythm player in the band. It can make the feel of the song much more fun, and it can make it sound like it's a bit faster and a little bit more dancey. And also just trying to avoid plain chords like open C and open F. Those tend to be like less interesting, I think, to the listener. So a lot of times we'll try taking a song that has the C chord and just moving it down one fret to the second fret and making it a C major 7. And then you can make the F and F major 7. So those are just two of the most basic chords, but they've been turned into major 7s. So like, I just want to encourage you when you're playing to be creative and add a finger somewhere and just try to not play the chords that you always play, and then you can come up with something that'll kind of inspire you and hopefully like get you to write a song or just get you to like go out of the box that you normally play in.
And you know what is cool about the ukulele is that you only have 4 strings. So you can have a major chord with only 3 strings and then use that other string to do whatever you want. Clark was talking about major 7s. There's also minor 7s, and we use major 7s and minor 7s all the time. It's like there's almost not a song that passes by that has at least one major 7 or one minor 7, whether that be a cover or whether it be an original, something that we're writing. But I think that they add a lot to the texture of music, as opposed to it being really straight and normal. It can add elements of angst or love or, you know, whatever other emotion you want to instill, I guess. I also wanted to mention that like it's playing in a group has really been helpful for each of us, I think, in terms of our progression, because one, we have other people to be accountable to, but also we have to be kind of like hyper aware of our spot, like our place. When we're playing a song, we don't want everyone strumming the same strumming pattern. We want to switch it up, you know. So Clark, he even talked about how he does a lot of the rhythm, and Andy, he does a lot of our low end. So what I try to focus on is like a specific riff that I'll play, or in my I'm like a George Harrison type role as opposed to a John Lennon or a Paul McCartney role. And then I also try to think about like if we don't have keys, we don't have a piano player, so my this, I just try to roll a nice chord sometimes in the background just to fill space. This is obviously we're a group, so this applies a little bit more specifically to a group way of thinking. But when you're at home practicing, recording, doing whatever it is, practicing solo or in a group, something that you can do is just like take the voice memo app on your phone and hit record and play your part, what you normally play, and then play it back to yourself and try and find a good spot to add a second ukulele part. Because that will help get you thinking outside of the box if you're doing a different rhythm, a different chord variant, or like a riff or something like that.
Does anyone?
Awesome.
We're looking at
Great
messages
tip.
now. We're not somewhere warm right now, just to answer Becky's question. But it's not, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not warm, but it's not.
It's mild.
freezing.
Does anyone have any questions, like something they want us to teach you real fast, or questions, something we've talked about or haven't?
Yeah.
Are
if,
you guys gonna be able to stick around maybe for a few minutes after you're off and answer some questions
Sure.
maybe in the chat? Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, awesome.
No worries.
Awesome if you can
Let's
do
play
that.
something else.
Yeah, if you've got time to
Yeah, we'd love to.
play something, yeah, please.
Oh yeah.
So we were planning on doing 2 more. Do you want us to do more than that, or
Not two's awesome. That'd be perfect. That'd be great.
we're gonna do a cover first, and then after that we're gonna play an original song. This cover is actually like a mashup, I guess, of 2 songs. One by Gene Wilder, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
so.
Gene Wilder, and the other one
He
was
was
by Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. So here we go.
This is also a 6-string ukulele, so it's got a high octave on the C as well as a low. So it kind of sounds like that, and then the A string has a low octave as well.
This was custom made by a friend of ours.
Wow.
So this is like, you're not gonna find this anywhere else.
If you want his information, we can give it to you.
Yeah.
And
Wow,
that's the mountains of where we live, and this is a Butterfree sound hole. This is a song we wrote about a Pokemon, so this is the Pokemon.
Wow.
So it's special to us because a friend
Really
made
cool.
it.
Here
But
goes.
we hope you like how it sounds. All right. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with the spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation. Oh, if you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it, want to change the world, there's nothing to it. There is no life I know that compares to your imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish. You wish to be 1, 2, 3, 4. La 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 da 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 da. I love you, baby. It's quite alright. I need you, baby, to want the lovely nights so pretty, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't bring me down, I pray, oh, pretty baby. Now that I found you to stay, let me love you, baby. Let me love you.
Guys, that is just amazing.
Thank you.
Really, that is just amazing. So how'd the harmonies start? Because that can't be just, that's amazing that you three ended up together and can harmonize like that. And people are saying that in the comments. I mean, they're just in awe of the harmonies.
Well, it's a lot of practice. We've done a lot of hours of just repetitive vocals, but we've also I feel like I've kind of just had a knack for them my whole life. I mean, I was a choir for 4 years and did that like really consistently. And I think Clark's kind of got a knack for it too. And Andy certainly, he doesn't not have a knack for it. I just don't think he has it to the same extent as us. So it's been a lot of drilling, honestly. It's just like repetitive. I can't remember this part, so we got to do it over and over again until it's muscle memory, you know?
Yeah, it's a lot of practice, but it is pretty. It did come naturally in the beginning. Like when we started as a group, I think we knew pretty early on that we wanted to have like a lot of harmonies. Kim and I, as we became friends, we would just like listen to music and sing harmonies together. And so we thought, oh, we got to do something with this. And Andy was already a great guitar player and like had a really good ear for knowing where to sing. And so we just kind of made it a thing. We thought it would be really cool to be a ukulele trio and like have cool harmonies because we hadn't really heard of a group like that before. So we just took it upon ourselves to lead that group.
Yeah, well, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Can't wait for festivals to open back up because I'm sure you'll be coming soon to a festival near many of us. So looking forward to that.
I think this year all we're really booked for as far as those go is Denver, the Swallow Hill Uke Fest in May 7th through 9th, and then Allegheny we were supposed to do last year, but that didn't happen. So it's actually gonna be online this year.
Okay, well, they're coming back. And I think when they do, they're probably going to come back with a vengeance because like everybody will have been missing it and then want to do one. So I think we're going to see probably, hopefully, a lot of festivals.
Everyone hugging everyone, sharing food.
Utensils, here, use my spoon kind of thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we're very excited for it. We've traveling is like the coolest part of what we do, and so it's just fun it's easier to teach too, you know. It's more fun to engage with people and to teach that way. So we're excited to get back to that.
All right.
Most of our stuff last year was canceled, but luckily we still managed to go to Aurora, Illinois for the Aurora Ukulele Festival, formerly City of Lights Uke Fest. That was super fun. We had a really great time there, but
cool.
The other one canceled. We were supposed to go to a Uke Fest in Tahiti.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I can't thank you enough for doing this. I think everyone really enjoyed it, and for folks watching, like I said in the start, on Facebook, you're there, heavy presence, website, YouTube, just about everywhere, Instagram.
We're making it a point this year to release like tons of videos, like at least once a week. We're going to be doing a little 1-minute clip, so wherever you follow people, Facebook, Instagram, we're going to be there. We're going to be posting lots of stuff. And as far as finding the Naked Waiters online, we're probably going to be changing our band name in the future. So
all right.
if you follow us anywhere, you'll find out when and what the band name change is. We're still trying to solidify that, but it has presented some issues. So we're trying to please the people, and we want to represent what we really do.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to some change this year.
And we try to be like a kind of a wholesome family group. So while the Naked Waiters has been like, I guess a comedically fun part of our journey, we also are looking to the future, and we can't afford, I guess, to be turned down for a gig because of our name.
Yeah.
So we'll pass on it, and it's kind of weird. It's like renaming your dog after you've had it for 6.5 years. But we're happy to do it if it means that our future is going to be a little bit more secure, I guess.
So years ago, I listened. I was a big fan of Bare Naked Ladies.
Yeah.
And I remember like somebody asking me like, "What do you like to listen to?" And I would say Bare Naked Ladies, and they just sort of gave me this look like, you know, they kind of questioning the band name. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not that.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if there was some similarity there. People
Yeah.
just kind of wondering what they're getting, but.
Yeah, and we just don't want to be tied to all those people making mistakes on Google search. We don't want to be a part of that problem. So we want to help people find what they need to find on the internet.
Well, guys, you are awesome and really appreciate your time. Oh, go ahead.
One more for you before we go, too.
Okay, great. One more, and then that's perfect.
Just want to give a shout out to Ohana. They just sent us this banjolele. We actually just got it in the mail right before we started this, so we haven't even gotten to really try it out yet. But
should be
Nice.
fun.
cool, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway,
Anyway.
sounds like a banjo.
And it plays just the same.
Okay, this is an original song. This is the first song that we ever actually wrote together as a group, and it's based off an episode of Pokemon. Clark was talking about that a second ago in reference to that ukulele, and it's called "I Want to Be Your Butterfree." It's on our album. You can find it on iTunes. You can find it on Spotify. We will have a lyric video for that song coming out very soon on our YouTube. As well, and then I think there's a couple of live versions of us performing that song too. But anyway, this is called "I Want to Be Your Butterfree."
And real quick before we start, I wanted to say we're called The Naked Waiters. So putting the "the" in front of the Naked Waiters helps you a little bit on Google. But also, our album that we just released is called The Naked Waiters. So if you still search that, you should be able to find our album. And that's the name of our album. It's self-titled. So.
Awesome.
Shouldn't be too hard to find us on the internet still. Anyways,
Here we go.
here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Saw you flying by with that sparkle in your eye, your wings reflecting the sunset. As far as I can see, you're perfect. You stun me with your spores, and I always want more. Let me be your butterfree. I wanna be your butterfree. I do my courtship dance because I think you're fancy. It's the season of love. Baby, you got me snoozing. Yeah, with that sleep powder you're using. Skin so soft and pink, make me forget how to bleed. Ooh, you're so fly. You know you're just my type. Let me be your butterfree. I wanna be your butterfree. I do my courtship dance because I think you're fancy. Could be a whirlwind of love. Oh, oh. Protect you from the beetle swarm. With me, you'll be safe and warm. You'll never have to worry. You'll be my butterfree. courtship dance because you think I'm fancy. This is a bittersweet goodbye. Was a caterpie, now I'm flying high. I'm off to start a new adventure. Oh, we'll meet again, I'm sure.
Yes. Guys, I can't thank you enough. I said that before, but really, thank you very much. The comments are just very praising. So it was really an enjoyable treat to have you here.
Thank you. We're glad to be here.
Honestly.
Yeah, so hopefully we can do this again sometime. If I'm out in Utah, I'm looking you up. I'm finding out where you're playing because I'd love to see some live stuff out there.
Yeah, please follow us where you can. We usually post public events there. So if you want to see where we're playing next, or even just a local bar or whatever, we might be there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I told you my friend lives close by to you, so.
Right.
Yeah, so I'll probably be up there soon. So thank you very much. You guys are going to stay on and chat with them on Facebook for a little bit? Cool. All right, sir. All right, guys. Awesome. Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
See you, everybody.
All right, we'll see you. All right, let me do a couple housekeeping here.
How about Nate?
All right, that was awesome. Very cool. I know that went on a little longer than we planned, but I think that was well worth it. So we are gonna, they're gonna stay on, like I said. So if you have questions for them, type them in the chat. Follow them on Facebook. Just cool stuff. This is the tough part of this. This is very difficult to follow up after. So you got 3 guys that are super cool, playing great tunes and harmonizing like I've never heard before. And then you have this. So hang with us. We're going to have some fun. But thank you again to the Naked Waiters. All right. So let's kick into play along mode. We're going to start off with some Jimmy Buffett. Let me just run over to the comments real quick. The Naked Waiters got dressed. All right, so we are going to do some Buffett. This is a pretty easy song. This is just D, G, and A7. And it's just real slow song. So we're going to start some strumming, work into some playing, and then work our way to some a little bit faster stuff. All right. So here we go. All right, let me tune real quick. I tuned just beforehand. All right, we're still good. All right, great. Here we go. He went to Paris looking for answers to questions that bothered him so. He was impressive, young and aggressive, saving the world on his own. Warm summer breezes and French wines and cheeses put his ambition at bay. Summers and winters scattered like splinters, and 4 or 5 years slipped away. And he went to England played the piano and married an actress named Kim. They had a fine life, she was a good wife, and bore him a young son named Jim. And all of the answers and all of the questions locked in his attic one day. He liked the quiet, clean country living, and 20 more years slipped away. Well, the war took his baby, bombs killed his lady, and left him with only one eye. His body was battered, whole world was shattered, and all he could do was just cry. While the tears were falling, he was recalling answers he never found. So he hopped on a freighter, skidded the ocean, and left England without a sound. Now he lives in the islands, fishes the pylons, and drinks his green label each day. Writing his memoirs, losing his hearing, but he don't care what most people say. Through 86 years of perpetual motion, if he likes you, he'll smile and he'll say, Jimmy, some of it's magic, some of it's tragic, but I had a good life all the way. He went to Paris looking for answers to questions that bothered him so. Alright, that's little Jimmy Buffett. Alright, we are going to do City of Stars. We've never done this one before. Let me switch here for a second. Oh, Susan, that's very nice of you. That is very nice. All right, we are going to look at City of Stars. And Clark was the dark hair guy in the middle. He was talking about not playing like a standard C chord, right? Playing a closed chord version of that. So we're going to do something real quick. Look at the way you normally, if you know a B flat. So B flat, right? So barring the first two, here and here. So B flat. So this is from the movie La La Land. Nice little song from that. And there's one part in here. It's in the bridge. Oh, sorry. Wait. Okay. In the bridge. Sorry about that. It says, a look in somebody's eyes to light up the sky. So what we're going to do there, and you need to do this with a closed chord because it doesn't sound the same with an open chord. So a B flat is a closed chord. So we're going to pump that. So we're going to strum on the B flat, and then immediately after that, you're going to lift off. You're not going to press, but you're still going to touch the strings. So you're going to pump that and then mute it as soon as you play. So it's going to be, instead of, right? So it's just a different sound. Now, the benefit of a movable chord, let me go up to this close-up here. The benefit of the movable chord, if that's B, if that's B flat right there, if that is B flat, if I move that up one fret, that is a B. If I move it up one more fret, that is a C. Slightly different C, but B flat. Because in this bridge, that's what you do. You go, a look in somebody's eyes to light up the sky. So you're going to pump it in those spots. I didn't mark it with the down arrows, but you'll figure it out. Anyway, that's the only two chords that we're doing that. But that's what you're going to go at. Okay, so that's what we're going to go for. I just wanted to explain that briefly. And then a few, this looks like it has a lot of chords. So if you're new here and this seems like a complicated song, just bear with us. It's a good one to practice. I remember a few years ago when I was first learning how to play, and I picked this song just because I had seen the movie, and I thought, oh, I'd like to learn that. And I'm like, oh, this is way over my head. And I hadn't played it probably in a couple years. And I was just going through songs the other day to pick songs for tonight. I'm like, huh. And I played, I'm like, well, that's not that hard. And it's the exact same song that I tried 2 years ago, but I wasn't ready 2 years ago. So we are going to try this. Just play that G7. So the G minor 7, if you look how close that is to a B flat, it's almost the exact same except for that G string. You're just not holding down any frets on the G string. So that's kind of our strum. Nice slow strum. Right? Okay, I think we got that. There we go. 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, and... Oh, sorry. We'll just start. Sorry about that. My bad. City of stars, are you shining just for me? City of stars, there's so much that I can't see. Who knows? I felt it from the first embrace I shared with you, that now our dreams, they finally come true. City of stars, just one thing everybody wants. There in the bars and through the smokescreen of the crowded restaurants, it's love. Yes, all we're looking for is love for someone else. A rush, a glance, a touch, a dance. Now here, remember the pumping. A look in somebody's eyes to light up the sky, to open the world and send it reeling. A voice that says, I'll be here and you'll be alright. I don't care if I know where I will go, 'cause all that I need's this crazy feeling, a rat-tat-tat on my heart. Think I want it to stay. City of stars, are you shining just for me? City of stars, you never shine so brightly. All right, so just remember that pumping. Useful, and it kind of breaks up that sound of a typical strum. All right, if you've never been here before, welcome. I saw that we had some new folks from North Carolina, so welcome to you from Morgantown, I believe. So what we do on Wednesdays is we often have guests like the Naked Waiters, and we try to do that when we can. We also try to bring percussions into this just to teach you tempo and sort of playing along with an established beat instead of just trying to form your own tempo. So we're going to do that. So if you give me just 1 second, I have to get the drum machine ready. All right. So for this, I need headphones. Yeah, Helen Hoover. Yes, isn't that a pretty song? So, and I saw someone else asks that the music. I didn't used to do this, but enough people asked, and I caved. I gave in. So afterwards, it's usually not right after, but by sometime tomorrow, I will post these into a Dropbox folder. Same Dropbox folder every week. It'll be one file, and that one file has the whole set that we did tonight. And then I'll put the link, I'll make a posting on the Facebook page. So if you do, I don't think I've ever said follow my page. But if you do follow it, you'll get notices when things happen. There's not a whole lot that happens, but we announce guests, right? We announce that chords and lyrics have been, posted to the website. Just a few things like that. So if you do follow it, you'll get that. If you don't follow it, you can still go to the site, but you just don't know when it happens. So follow the page. So we're going to do Teach Your Children. That should be coming through. You should hear drums. So we're at 154 beats per minute. All right. So let's just vamp on G for a minute. If you've never done this before, if you're new, you might not have done this before. So let's just vamp on G for a moment. Right? That's what you're going for. And I'm just doing a regular island strum. Down, down, up, up, down, up. Okay. All right, let me start this and we'll be rolling. Also, if you're new, the part at the beginning of this song where it's in green, it just means you're playing chords. You're not singing there. Just a musical intro. Are you ready? A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, and... Must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, their father's hell did slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams. No one they picked, no one you'll know by. Don't you ever ask them why. If they told you, you will cry. So just look at them and sigh. And you of tender years can't know the fear that your elders grew by. So please help them with your youth. They seek the truth before they can die. Teach your parents well, their children's hell will slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams. No one they picked, no one you'll know by. Don't you ever ask them why. them inside and know they love you. All right. Don't need headphones when I don't have the drum machine. So hopefully for the new folks, hopefully that's good. Hopefully you enjoy that and follow it along easily. Okay, what time is it? 8:06. All right, I think we're doing pretty good. This is never an hour. This is always like at least an hour and 15 minutes. So I think we're doing all right. And I see Clark from Naked Waiters, the Naked Waiters, just talked about their Patreon page as well. And if you don't know what Patreon is, check out Patreon. It's actually a cool system. And you can kind of like sponsor people who are on Patreon. And for musicians, especially in a time where they're not performing, they're not getting gigs like during non-COVID time. So a lot of performers are finding ways to build an audience, and Patreon is one of those ways. So check out Patreon. There's a lot of cool stuff on there. Hey, Kathleen Bell from a newbie. Well, glad you're here. All right, so we're gonna talk about a strum real quick on this, just because it's a little different. So this is a Simon and Garfunkel song, feeling groovy, that song. So we're going to do a strum. There's a lot of ways you could do this, I'm sure. But the strum we're going to do is this. And I have it up on the top of the screen right now. So that D, D, U, down, down, up, down, down, up. So I'm just going to play it first on the C. So that first set, that down, down, up, is the C chord. The next down, down, up is the G chord. The down, up, down is the D7. And then the up, up, down, up is the G at the end there. So you're just going switch to the G, switch to the D7, and it's down, up, down. And then switch to the G. So if we do that a little faster, it's actually harder to do it slow. I have to think about it. So if we do it a little faster, it's once you have that, it might take a little while to get your brain trained on that. It's the same strum all the way through. So once you have it, and if you don't have it, it's a perfect song to practice that strum because it's the same thing all the way through. All right, so we're going to do just that. We're just going to start into this. We are just going to start. So a 1, a 2. A 1, 2, 3, and slow down, you're moving too fast. Got to make the morning last. Just kick you down on the cobblestones, looking for fun and feeling groovy. Right? So you getting that? Okay, we'll start with that instrumental part. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. Hello lamppost, what you knowin'? Come to watch your flowers growin'. Ain't you got no rhymes for me? Do-do-do-do, feeling groovy. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. I got no deeds to do, no promises to keep. I'm dappled and drowsy and ready to sleep. Let the morning tide drop all its petals on me. Life, I love you, all is groovy. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. Hey, Jolene! Hello, Ailers. All right, let's move on here. All right, we have done this one before. I'm almost sure we have. My hands are really cold, and they're not playing strings well. It's not that cold in Florida, but for some reason my hands are cold. All right. Hey, so I just saw Devin Scott make a comment in the little Facebook chat. If you are interested, so Devin has started doing again. He used to do these, and he started again. It's Tutorial Tuesday. So if you know who Devin is, or if you don't, and you're looking for some knowledge, Devin's just great player, very creative, does a lot with chucking and muting and just very inventive. So if you want to do that, check out his Tutorial Tuesday. You can go to Devin Scott Ukulele, and I'm sure that will lead you there. But cool, check that out. And he's a nice guy. Devin's just a nice guy. All right, we're gonna be friends. This was a White Stripes song. Let me warm up my hands here. All right, we're not going to do a drum machine to this one because we're going to do a drum machine in a couple songs. We're going to use the drum machine again. So we're just going to use the kind of about this speed. Devin's blushing. Hopefully we'll have Devin back here soon. He's a busy man and probably doesn't have time for us, but hopefully we can arrange that, because it's fun to have him on. All right, so that's all we're going for. Hey, Devin, put in the comments your Tutorial Tuesday information. If you didn't already do that. Someone was asking, I think. All right, here we go. Are you ready? A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3, and. Fall is here, hear the yell, back to school, ring the bell, brand new shoes, walking blues, climb the fence, books and pens. Oh, I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Oh, I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Walk with me, Susie Lee, through the park and by the tree. We will rest upon the ground and look at all the bugs we found. Safely walk to school without a sound. Oh, safely walk to school without a sound. Here we are, no one else. We walk to school all by ourselves. There's dirt on our uniform from chasing all the ants and worms. We clean up and now it's time to learn. Oh, we clean up and now it's time to learn. Verse 4. Numbers, letters, learn to spell. Nouns and books and show and tell. At playtime we will throw the ball back to class through the hall. Teacher marks our height against the wall. Oh, teacher marks our height against the wall. We got a bridge coming. It changes a little bit here. We don't notice any time pass. We don't notice anything. We sit side by side in every class. Teacher thinks that I sound funny, but she likes the way you sing. Tonight I'll dream while I'm in bed. Silly thoughts go through my head about the bugs and alphabet. And when I wake tomorrow, I bet that you and I will walk together again. Oh, I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Yes, I can tell that we are gonna be friends. All right, there is the information from Devin. Hey, and if you're new here tonight, and you might have already done this, possibly, but if you're new here tonight, type a little comment in Facebook and say where you're from. If it's the U.S., the state you're from. If it's outside of the U.S., the country. I guess, city, country, region from outside the U.S. Would love to see that. I've been kind of tracking that. So, North Dakota. We're trying to find someone that plays ukulele in North Dakota and have them join us on a Wednesday. I'm not sure if there is anybody. All right, so this is one we're going to do the drum machine to. So give me just 1 minute again. I have to do this. Iowa. Well, hello, Kim from Cedar Rapids. Yeah, hey, Becky, it gets cold in Florida. It was like 45 degrees here around Christmas time. That's cold, isn't it? Okay, Folsom Prison. Hey, so Devin Scott does an awesome tutorial in Folsom Prison. And it's sort of this double chuck where instead of playing it like this, I hear that train a-coming, it's rolling around the bend. He puts in this fancy double chuck because he likes to show off. But it's like this. I hear that train a-coming. So it just mixes it up. And that's the kind of stuff you learn at a Devin Scott tutorial. We're going to play it straight. We are going to put one little part in there. So we've mentioned this before. Straight island strum or straight strum, the same strum through the entire song. It's great when you're first learning, because it's kind of like riding a bike with no hands, where you count to see how many seconds you let go of the handlebars. But after a while, when you can play a whole song, the island strum all the way through, like without making mistakes, then it kind of starts to sound a little similar all the way through. So there's just a couple spots in here, right? At the end of verse 1, if you look, and time keeps dragging on. So mix it up a little bit. So it's like, but that train keeps a-rolling down to San Antonio. So, do a couple quick up and downs in that one spot. But that train keeps a-rolling. And just stop strumming for a second. Down to San Antonio. It's an easy thing to do, and it just sounds good. It kind of mixes things up. So give that a whirl. I'm going to play it like that. I'm not going to play it with the chucks, but I'm going to play it with that little pause there. All right, so are you ready? So let's start our drum machine here. These are fitting funny. I think my headsets are broken. All right, so this is in D. That's what we're going for. Okay, are you ready? Folsom Prison. I hear that train a-comin', it's rollin' round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps a-rollin' down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Instrumental. Let's do a little mouth trumpet. Let me let these lyrics catch up with us just a minute. It's strumming practice. I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But the people keep a-moving, and that's what tortures me. Well, if they freed me from this prison and that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it all a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Oh, Greg. I always have trouble. I'm sitting on a stool, so if you don't know that, I'm not standing. I'm sitting on a stool, and I have to reach down to a foot pedal. And being a non-musician, sometimes my feet don't work as well as they normally work when I'm not playing an instrument. So, but that's how that drum machine is controlled. It's a foot pedal that I have to tap. All right, well, this is Oklahoma. Hello, welcome back, Audrey. Dick, that's very nice of you. I'm not sure if it's true, but that's very nice of you. Mouth drum. So I was watching the Naked Waiters on YouTube, and they had one song, and they were wailing. One of them started with mouth trumpet, and then the three of them were just going into it was like a jazz jam, but they were all playing mouth trumpet. So it's very cool. So check them out on YouTube. I mean, you can spend a lot of time because they have a lot of videos, and it's just, it is fun. Okay, so, Steven, you guys are just so nice. Becky, so if you are having or need tempo help, if we've talked about it before, you can download a little drum machine app for your phone. They're either free or cost a couple dollars. They're pretty cheap. But it's really good. You can pick, like, instead of just a metronome, you can pick like nice sounding drum. What's really cool is if then you Bluetooth your phone to like a nice speaker, and then you can have it pretty loud, and then it's almost like you're, playing along with the band. So I would highly recommend that. Metronome's great. Drum machine better. Metronome just gets dull. I know it's useful, but doesn't really sound like you're playing along with the band, and a lot of times that's what you want. So, alrighty. So this is the last song that we do every night. So it's 8:26. Oh, you have a better sounding metronome. Well, I'm glad you do. My metronome is very pathetic. But a Bluetooth speaker really is nice. I mean, I don't know what they cost, a little bit, but very useful for something like that. Sometimes the speaker on the phone's just not, once you start playing the uke, the volume of the uke and the volume of the phone, it's sometimes difficult to hear the phone. And if the whole point is to play along with the drums, maybe an external speaker might help you. All right. So, Three Little Birds, like I said, this is the song we typically do last every week. Again, if you are here for the first time, we do this every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. Next week is just straight play along. We don't have a guest. The week after that, we have a great guest. Her name is Liz Brinker, and she does harmonies. She was commenting, Liz, I saw you if you're still on. I saw you commenting about the harmonies of the Naked Waiters. And she speaks with authority because she makes these collaboration videos. Sometimes they're with herself, so it's like 3 or 5 or whatever Liz Brinkers, right? So she is doing all the parts, different harmonies, tapping, doing some percussion, some playing the instrument. So you might have seen that type of video. And often she's collaborating with others. So she knows harmonies. So that's in 2 weeks. On the 27th, we have Liz with us. And we'll put information up on the Facebook page. Okay. All right, so here we go. Enough talking. Man, too much talking. All right, so we're going to just chuck this. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright. Singing don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smiled with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Rise up this morning, smiled with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright. singing don't worry about a thing. Ooh, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitched by my doorstep, singing sweet song of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. This is my message to you. This is my message to you. Well, thanks, Don. It's been a fun evening. Let's see. Let me put this up real quick. You don't need that. Hey, someone was asking me before. The Naked Waiters are sponsored by Close, and I happen to just coincidentally I have a Close ukulele. So this is a really cool uke. It's made of carbon fiber, which is kind of cool. Here, let me switch up to the big screen here, which is made of carbon fiber. So that's kind of, I think I told you this before. There's absolutely no reason that a ukulele needs to be made of carbon fiber, but it's cool. But they are sponsored by Close. Naked Waiters are. So you probably saw them playing a couple different ones tonight, but they were playing just like this. I actually, when they were a guitar maker before they made ukuleles, and they had a Kickstarter, and I was actually one of the people that like forked over money, hoping that one day they would see a ukulele, and one day they did. So I love it. It's an awesome uke. Probably my favorite uke. So, okay, so all those who were here for the first time, thank you for coming. I really do hope you had a good time. For those who came back, thank you too. That's funny. Naked waiters put on clothes. That's pretty funny. So next week, there is no guest. The guest is just music. So we're playing a lot of music, lots of songs for that whole session next week. And then the week after, like I said, Liz Brinker. After that, in a couple months, we've got Little Rev again coming up. We got some really good guests that are going to be on the agenda. We'll talk more about that. But in the meantime, thanks again. And you can reach me if you have questions or want to communicate at all. You can contact me through the Facebook page. Happy to chat. I do hear from you periodically. People have song requests or questions about something or other. So more than happy to answer that. This video will be available on Facebook afterwards as a recorded video. And it'll also be posted to YouTube. So if you want to watch these back and play along and watch Naked Waiters again and listen to their tips, those are all available. So enough talking. Thank you very much. Have a fantastic week, and we'll see you next week. Oh, hi, Mom. My mom watches every week. My parents do. So my dad's busy tonight, but my mom is watching. So hello, Mom. I love you. All right, y'all. Have a great week. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye.